This is Steve Ridgel, and tomorrow's my birthday, and I actually turned. Now I had to ask my wife, but I turned 74. Now you're thinking you can't, boy, you're getting in bad shape. You can't remember how old you are. No, the real issue is I just don't pay any attention to it. I spent about half the year telling everybody this last year when I was 73. I spent about half the year telling them I was 74, and about half the year telling them I was 72. I just, I don't know. It just doesn't matter to me how old I am. But a lot of people are saying, boy, you're turning 74. When are you going to retire? And so I'm just going to share a couple of thoughts about why I still work. One is, I think there's dignity in work. I think the Bible teaches that God lets us work as long as we're able to provide for our families, to provide for other people. Working gives you opportunities to interact with the world, so you get chances to share Jesus. But I could work in different ways. We could spend our time out at the ranch, just working out at the ranch. It's not a big ranch, but it's probably more than we can take care of. So I could work out here all the time. But I still like working for the church. Still like doing full time ministry. Now, part of that is because we're in a really good place. We're at Hillcrest Church of Christ in Abilene, Texas. It's a really healthy church. We enjoy going to church, not just working at church. We enjoy going to worship, and that's a really good thing to experience. And so we really, really like the church we're at, and we love what God's doing. I'm not naive. It is really rare at 74 years old to be in a ministry that in some ways is one of the best ministries of your life. Now, that may be because I'm more healthy spiritually than I've ever been. Maybe that's it. Or maybe it's just that God just is doing something amazing and really doesn't care who's involved in terms of how old they are. Maybe that's it. And so I really am enjoying we keep praying for God to just bring people to us that don't know his son. And he keeps doing that. And we're just trying to catch him. And I really spend most of my working time talking to people about Jesus. We've got a lot of people now who are starting to show up. For a while, it was people who never knew Jesus. Now we're getting a lot of, I used to, I've always wanted to, but I've been away. And so we're starting to bring a lot of people home. And so I enjoy getting up every morning, and I look forward to going to work. And so I'm not, again, I don't know how long this will go. I mean, I read the Bible, and I read guys like, Caleb, 85 when he launched into his last great thing with God to clean up a hill out of the promised land of the giants living there, and did with God's help. I just tend to think age is kind of a number. Doesn't really define me. Now, I could have a heart attack driving out of the ranch this morning. I could get next doctor appointment. I could have cancer. I'm borderline diabetic, which actually is not a true medical term. I am diabetic, but it's just right on the edge. But it could all of a sudden shoot up. I mean, there are a lot of things could happen that could change everything. But right now in this place, I'm thankful to God that I'm healthy, that I'm able to work, that I'm still effective at it, and that He's given me a job that's not really a job. My ministry is it's fun. And so I don't know how long God will let me do this. I still travel some and preach. I'll be in Kansas City in a week. Actually, I'll be leaving tomorrow on my birthday to go to Kansas City. I'll be out in California a couple weeks after that, over by Dallas, Fort Worth. And God just keeps using me to do stuff, and Hillcrest is going great. So I'm thankful every day. So when I turn 74 tomorrow, in some ways it's just another day. And in some ways I'm incredibly humble and grateful that God's been so good to me. This is Steve Ridgel, planning to enjoy another year.